Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Final Fantasy Dimensions. I'm actually doing this post-commentary, and I'm very sorry. I did change around some character setup here. I changed Sarah into a red mage and Aigis to a monk. I also made an error in making him a monk, because I didn't buy him a weapon. So I'm gonna go in here for some reason just to find a way to equip Sarah with better armor, and I don't check the weapons because I'm an idiot. I think I'm only going to buy her a bronze hauberk. Aside from that, I don't really get anything while I'm in town here. But I decided to make her a red mage to begin with because I want her to eventually learn double cast, which is an amazing ability for the red mage. I'm doing this post-commentary because the file I had previously recorded with would not save for some reason. So I lost it. My bad. So we're just going to fight our way back to the mountain. And you're going to notice that Aigis is doing garbage for damage. I initially brushed this off as like, oh, it was a turtle, maybe just is strong against fist attacks. I don't fucking know. But, yeah, it's a huge error, and I'm going to correct it very quickly after a minute here. But it seems like the mountain pass is blocked, because the mountain pass leads to Castle Lien. And it doesn't seem like he wants to let us through at all. It looks like Dusk has our back, which is refreshing, really. I checked the volume to make sure it existed. I do that a lot. And I really need to stop because I have the fucking audio recording right in front of me, and I don't know why I don't just pay attention to that. If it's recording audio, obviously there's audio. I'm nervous. But it looks like Dusk talked him into it, somehow. Oh, okay. Let's roll. Very mysterious man, this Dusk. I would like to know that too. I'm sure I would. Oh well, let's move on. We're climbing the mountain, and it's right about the time we reach that chest. Ooh, Lamia. Okay, so Lamias are an issue because they can cast confusion, and there's more garbage damage. I don't get it, do you? And, even more garbage damage. Lamias can cast Confuse and Constrict on you. Constrict is more of an issue than Confuse is, because it will put the character that gets constricted out for quite a time. Confusion doesn't work like previous Confusion. Like, oh, I check his equipment, it's like, I don't see anything wrong here, I don't get it. Maybe, why does he suck? And then, like, I get this chest, and then, like, I'll probably get into another fight here in a second. Or no, like, I realized it right as I grabbed the chest. Monks need weapons. I've been playing Final Fantasy Tactics lately, and monks don't get weapons in that game. So it was just a little weird for me to see a monk. Like, it wasn't weird for me to see a monk without a weapon. And what's funny is I played this game more recently than Tactics, and on my current playthrough file I actually use a monk, at least sometimes. I've moved on to better things, honestly. And I just didn't draw the line where, like, oh yeah, my monk has a weapon here, why doesn't he have a weapon here? So we're running back to town, it'll only take a minute. So I decided to keep it in. Plus, I wanted to pad the video a little bit. And I thought it was hilarious that I walked up a mountain with somebody using literally their bare hands. Not bare hands, bare hands. But, yeah, we're just gonna dash quickly into the weapon shop here and finally buy us a fucking fist weapon. Which really should have been done before, I know. I'm an idiot. Gave him a good boost in attack power, so now he might be able to hit harder than a stick. Maybe. So, at least this game has auto battle. That's one of the things I do enjoy about the game, is that, like, I played this game on lunch break at work, and really, since I only have half an hour, and there's a lot to do in this game, I'm happy for the fast forwarding. It helps me get stuff done in a timely manner. Like, currently we're doing a fair amount from video to video. Like, I'm trying to spend like maybe 20, maximum 25 minutes per video. But I feel like it's working. Later on, I'm not sure that'll be enough, so we might have longer videos in the future. But we're back up the mountain, and honestly, this mountain isn't long. The greatest fear here is Lami attack. I'm gonna spoil it right now. We get constricted once, but for all the time she casts Confuse on us, it misses every time. And I've never had that happen before. Picked up an oak staff. I just handed that off to Dusk, because Elgo already has one. And Dusk is going to be using staves anyway. Basilisks die fast enough that they're not much of a fear component for me. As you can see, our monk is actually doing very respectable damage now. Proud of you. I pass up that door, because I'm trying to think of where the treasure is. The treasure was actually through that door. And I get confused here, like, yeah, maybe it's across the bridge? Maybe? Yeah, no, it's not. Going back for the treasure. Here we see a mud golem, which I think we fought before, and a flamehound. Flamehounds just hit hard. See, that's why I turned off auto, so maybe I could input commands on my own and not look like such a weenie for always using auto battle. I'll do that for all new enemies, and I kind of do it even on my new playthrough. Using Sylph here just to supplement our HP a little bit, and do a good chunk of damage as we poke it with our sticks. Soul gets level 3 warrior here, learns bash, a move I don't use as often as I probably should. But I decided not to change him to anything, just because I don't want to. I guess it wouldn't be a waste because he isn't getting those points towards warrior anyway. But here soon we're actually going to gain a bit of an ability to increase our job points, our job level rather. And while it wouldn't be negative at all towards our growth, I just like having a frontliner dealing maximum amounts of damage. And while that could easily be Aigis, what with his new weapon and everything, and Sarah's good supplemental damage, I just don't see a good position for Saul right now. So he's going to stay warrior, because I have a plan for him, and my plan is straight damage. Just nothing but whacking things with a stick. Very, very big stick. Sarah's going to be our mixed character for a while, kind of like a red mage, lol. But the general idea there is she's going to eventually just be our black mage. But first things first, we need dual cast. I'll enjoy that a lot. Fucking flame. Flame doesn't hurt as much as I remember hurting, or maybe I'm just thinking of a future Flamehound variant. But I'm fairly certain they can use a move called Blaze and just hit everyone with it. Got a few more levels there. I think Dusk or Aigis are our highest level characters right now. We'll see in a second. It's Dusk, yeah, by a pretty fair margin. And here I was afraid I just didn't have tents, and I was going to be very annoyed if I didn't. I constantly forget about tents. Of all the things to forget about, it's usually tent. Here we save. just because I'm tired of trying to do this part. This is actually my third attempt, well, technically fourth attempt at recording this via voice. And yes, it is. It is a nice view. It's a better view than most of the mountains in the game, so Soul, calm down. You don't even know them. They're saving your ass, honestly. You and Igus can only do so much. And is he involving Elgo in this, or is he specifically just talking to Sarah and Dusk? I hope not, because Elgo's a bro, but... I needed a drink. Yeah, I mean, you were a slave when we met you. Oh, Bird Gang. A place we'll see in the future. But yes, Bird Gang. And nothing gets the job done better than ninjas. So yes, can we all agree on cooperation here? Because we're all kind of victims? We're all victims here. We're all victims here, so... I guess, Elgo. Yes, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Whoop whoop. We are in agreement. And I see Dusk has been left out of this conversation. And Dusk sees that Dusk has been left out of this conversation. Yeah, you're kind of a lost puppy without Alba. A strong lost puppy, due to being a summoner, but you're coming with us anyway. Yes, Mr. Prophet. And here we learn our first fusion ability, Magic Missile. And I pretty much spent the majority of my conversing in the original recording, leaving it to F abilities. F abilities are essentially two abilities that a character has equipped that fuse into an ability. Say, like if you have red magic and, well, red magic. Using certain red magics together in battle will actually unlock Magic Bomb, and later Magic Bomb 2. And the entire purpose of this is to kind of fuse the capabilities of two or more abilities into one super ability that is usually pretty expensive. And while early game it's not much to write home about, late game you get things like Final Heaven and Ultima, I think. I think you can get Ultima. And they're incredible moves to see. And you want them. I think this is a battle where we get hit almost by Confuse twice. I think. There went Constrict, missed. Confuse, missed. Constrict finally hit. It's like, jeez, I've never had that much luck. Especially when the battle's important. I never have that much luck. But yeah, F abilities are something I'm going to start paying attention to. I haven't been in my playthrough right now. But in this recording session, I pretty much decided I'm going to have to study F abilities to try to at least unlock a few of them. I'm by no means going to unlock all of them because we don't have that kind of time. Dusk gets put to sleep by a floating eyeball. I don't think I'd fall asleep. I think I'd be awake forever after seeing something like that. Moreover though, I'm going to try to get as many F abilities as I can. Just to show you the potential. I'm obviously going to get Final Heaven and things like that. Or at least I'm going to try to. Magic Missile, the first one they give you, is kind of garbage. At least as far as I remember it. It's just a fun little, hey, you did a thing. And here's your thing. Sol almost dies. Elgo has more magic than everyone else. He does the healing. This nearly ends our trek through Mount Lien. Get a headband that I'm going to give to Sarah, for reasons. Because defensive and attack reasons, I'm not really using her as a mage due to not having tier 3 magic. Magic goes to tier 8, by the way. And I won't comment on tier 8 because honestly I haven't experienced tier 8 yet. But I will soon, I'm sure. Especially after the chapter I'm in, damn it. This chapter I'm in is so long. Anyway, we are at the base of the mountain. We just have to grab this chest and go down a set of stairs. I'm giving the Kenpo Gi we just picked up to Aigis. Because he needs defensive and attack power, because he obviously doesn't have enough defense because he's a monk, and attack power is also nice. More Lamia. That was it. There, confused mist. Confused mist. It's like, Jesus, can't this happen to me, like, during a boss fight or something? I would love that. I would love that so much, but it never will. If we can go this entire playthrough without a character getting confused, I will sell my apartment to someone. Like, I'll just move out. I'm done. But that's it for Mount Lien. We have a short hike over to the west here, to Castle Lien. And that is where we are headed for just a minute after a battle. With grass tortai? Tortoises? Tortai? It'd be tortai, wouldn't it? English sucks. I hate English. But yeah, it's just a matter of getting in there. We see that the doors are blocked by soldiers, and Dusk says, hey, we probably shouldn't, kill them. Oh. And I quickly touched that to try to turn off auto battle, because I forgot about this cutscene. They do this from time to time. And the battle starts proper. These are just soldiers, not a big deal. They go down in like 2 good hits. Actually decided to use Sarah as a mage for a second. Use Sylph to supplement my HP again. Because it does damage and heals. And it's probably the most effective thing we'll have for a long time. Until midway through chapter 2, really. Until it stops helping our HP so much. But yeah, it seems like Avalon has broken our little agreement and they are out to get us. Good question. Well, we don't not have any use. I mean, think about it. Yeah, it would be a good idea to find out about everyone that seems to be missing. Noct, Alba, Glaive, and Diana. I do like how the teams got paired. I gotta say that. So obviously those 4 are together. If we 4 are together with Elgo. But yeah, we are in the castle. And we're not going to go anywhere, really. Find out this door is locked. And I remembered why when I did it. This soldier here sells us things, and I don't really buy much in way of weapons. Oh, I do buy an iron sword for Sol. Because he has a spear, which is 15 attack and wind elemental. The iron sword is 16 attack. I've had a bad experience with wind attack, so I decide on the iron sword almost impulsively. But I might give the spear to Elgo and switch him to the front so he's actually more capable during battle. Armor-wise, I don't recall getting much of anything either. What we really bought here was the remaining tier 2 magics I was missing. Silence, Mini, and Toad. which isn't bad. I could do without them. There's a few treasure chests in here, including that tent, that pot to restore our HP and stuff, and we get this Bard's Tunic, which I do give to Dusk. If you can't tell, I'm kind of ignoring Elgo. He has magic, like Fire 2, Ice 2. I say Fire 2 and Ice 2. It's Fyra, Blizzara, and Thundara. But that really concludes the video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.